Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Pub here from Pub Slice, and we're back at it with another video. I hope y'all doing good. I am doing just about fine. Today, folks, we're here on Pet Simulator 99, and we're here on the tech world. We're enjoying another beautiful day. We're grinding away here, but not here on this tech world, of course. We're grinding away over on World 3. But for those of you who are here on World 2, I've got an enchant loadout, or two technically. You can swap between them. But you're able to use multiple, so you just have to swap back and forth and create your own here. But I've got some guides, sort of feedback, what I can give you, what I can tell you that's going to be the best dealio for you that you're going to be able to find, hopefully beneficial to yourself here, of course, on World 2. This is a little more updated guide on a guide I made a little while ago related to World 2, of course, on enchants and everything. And we'll go over it, we'll talk a little bit about it, and yeah. With that in mind, folks, feel free to leave a like, comment down below if you got any questions or anything at all. And we'll get into it, we'll talk about it. Make sure you're ranking up. Ranking up is a big factor in this game. You wouldn't believe how much ranking up can potentially hinder your ability to have enchants and everything. It's just crazy. And yeah, and this is free to play friendly. Of course, we're not going to talk about the 3 additional enchant slots you have to play Roblox for, but we will of course talk about what you can do. Now, this enchant loadout, to be quite clear, we're going to be talking about treasure breaking, and we're going to be talking about lucky eggs, so basically how to hatch better stat pets. It won't increase your overall huges per se, but it will get you items, things closer to that nature, what you kind of need to be able to get those huges. So with that in mind, folks, we're going to go ahead, we're going to switch on over, we'll start talking about those enchant loadouts. Alrighty, so our first enchant loadout, we're going to be talking about treasure breaking, right? So we got treasure 5 here, right? These treasure books. Now you might have a tier higher or 2 lower. You should definitely though have this at the minimum, right? And what I mean, now this is kind of one of those entry level exclusive enchants, definitely one worth saving up for. It gives you lucky blocks. You might also save up for super comet enchant. Both are very valuable, and we'll give you items, we'll give you gems, and we'll be able to help you kind of boost your way along because of all of that combined. So it's something to definitely think about. But you want to have these 2 books here for the breakables. Treasure Hunter is going to, of course, increase that breakables by 30%. Then you always want to have a Diamonds book there. The Diamonds book is going to be extremely beneficial for you. You're going to see a lot of help with it. That Diamonds book is going to get you, of course, more diamonds. You need that 40% increase. Now, you might, of course, have a higher or lower a level, course, on any of these, which is perfectly fine, but you want, like I said earlier, you want to have that higher level. You want to give something that's going to be a little bit better for you, a little more boost and beneficial. As well as we have criticals here. Criticals, right? It's 14% increase on your criticals, which is kind of important. You want more damage. This is much better than strong pets or other similar entrants to crits. Plays a massive benefit. It also, of course, boosts your own damage for your auto clicking, if you either have the game pass or just have an auto clicker in general or anything like that in your clicking abilities. It is extremely helpful. So mobile stuff like that is extremely a boost, right? So you want that criticals, you want that extra damage, right? Lucky block, like I said, or super comment, both are very good enchants, very positive, right? So you could swap in between them. You can use either one, you can use both. People have created crazy enchant loadouts related to that can give you a lot of benefit, a lot of items, especially if you're looking for that, because basically they turn your breakables that you're in the area at into lucky blocks, which can give you more items and more things, which you kind of want. Because if you ever played the lucky blocks mini game here on World 2, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, with that in mind, folks, we'll go ahead and swap over to the lovely egg hatching loadout. Get those better stat pets, because you need a powerful empire if you're trying to build it up. So let's go ahead and swap that over. So we went ahead, there we go. We went ahead and swapped on over to our lovely lucky eggs here, right? So we got our lucky eggs, we've got our criticals, we've got our lucky blocks and all of that, right? Now, lucky eggs is going to boost your egg luck, right? And egg luck is a very big thing. It's going to give you better stat pets, more damage overall, right? You're going to see more benefits. You're going to see more growth. Because if you can get better stat pets, you can get further along, more damage, kind of what you want to do. Especially for those huges and everything, you want to have better minimums. So you got to get those stat pets to be able to make those minimums even better while you're doing that. So rocking 2 of those is very beneficial. Maybe even 3. Some people I've seen throw away a diamonds book for better stat pets and everything, because that stat is crazy. Super beneficial, especially if trying to get a rainbow shiny. Get those exclusive variants when the updates first come out. It will allow that to happen, and it will allow that to be able to get further as well. Of course, keep that diamonds book and keep that criticals, because if your pets are there in the background, now keep in mind if you're not AFK hatching, right, you might actually be, you know, stuck in the center, right? This is kind of playing with that. So if you can, you know, walk back and forth, basically, if you don't have that auto farm game pass, right, that's kind of what that's for, right? The ability to be able to still get good items and still be able to hatch and, you know, actively enjoy the game, because that's kind of what you want to do. You want to be able to have fun with that. Now, of course, all of these are stuck behind levels. So that's why I was talking about earlier. You want to be able to know that ranking up is going to be a huge barrier for entry in this world, right? It is one of the big things in the pet simulator world that I often bring up. Ranking up gives you so much, you know, rewards per rank every time you complete it, of course, and as well as you rank up, you get more benefits. You get a bigger pet empire, you're able to buy better, you know, more sap pets to be able to equip, more eggs to be able to break, so you can break, you know, more things. It's kind of a benefit all around, so something you definitely, of course, want to definitely be keeping that eye on. Now as well, folks, is we're gonna hop over kind of to a little bit of a it's a little outdated, but it's relatively within, you know, the current, you know, spectrum of numbers that like it doesn't apply to you because you're not on World 3, right? This is a World 2 enchant, but the maximums have of course changed with the new enchant levels. That's why we make new enchant videos. Now let's go ahead and open up that PDF. We'll talk about it a little bit. We'll talk about what's in there and kind of the maximums and where we can base a lot of the numbers off of, and you can kind of look at it yourself and get a better understanding of what you should be looking at. So we'll go ahead and hop over there. All right, so we are over here. We're looking at our enchants, right, folks? So we got that. Right, so this is kind of what you can kind of look at to get a better understanding of what your maximum should be. Like we've talked about many times, it's kind of what you can look at to what increases your overall, right? So we don't want criticals, we want, we don't want strong pets, we want criticals, right? So you can kind of see what the max is. Now, as you can see, this is with a max level book. This doesn't apply too much for you, but you can kind of pause, take a look, get a better understanding of why leveling up and of course having better levels on your enchants is going to play a massive boost in there, and a massive factor, right? These are all the enchants, right, that are practically in the game, every single one of them that exists up to 100 key. I should be clear, it's up to 100 key, right? So I don't have everything, but I have pretty much everything in here, so it's extremely helpful and extremely beneficial, right? So you got your huge hunter, right? So that's why I rock 3, because it maxes out at 4. 80 is the max, there's 3 is 75. You can kind of do the math. The fourth would be a waste. It's the same idea of why you pretty much only need 1 criticals, because pretty much the max book of criticals maxes out the stat itself. As you can kind of see here, the max stack is 27. Book itself puts it at 26, so it's like you kind of see what it's worth. And like corruption is a prime example of one that like you can, you know, you just need one of, right? You can use different books here, you can kind of see what's going on. Now on one that is a book that people really enjoy, of course, that chess mimic that first came out, and yeah. Now something for the lucky block, you can stack 2 of each, but really you just need 1 to start the event, or not the event, but you can call it the event or the trigger in the first place. Alright folks, that's kind of everything. We're gonna hop back in game and wrap it out. So we're back in game here, folks, and we're kind of vibing our way through. That's, like I said, everything. We're gonna go over the enchants and everything here for World 2. Hope it's been helpful. Hope you've learned a lot, been able to gain the knowledge here in our pet empire. Of course, I know Blue Jelly over there, Lord God. I need to update some of these names to be a little more unique. So many of them just got random plays in here. We got Godly Mare. I know he'll stay the same because that just fits him. He's spinning around in a circle over there. And yeah, Mr. Koi is somewhere right over there. There's Mr. Koi, Thomas the Walrus, Big Step in, Lord Rupert. Of course, we got Lord Bluey over there. Puggy Free. I updated his name because I realized that I already had another pet name that was pretty similar, pretty much the exact same. Anyways, folks, that's kind of everything for this video. Have any questions, feel free to drop it down below, comment, like, subscribe. Welcome to the Pet Empire, everyone. And remember, folks, when it comes to the lovely game of Pet Sim, you know, you can get these shiny beads, right? But you can also keep growing your own pet empire. Have a wonderful day.